right, we're here with another new friend, Kiana, otherwise known as Handbrake Honey. What's up? How's it going? Nice to meet you.
How are you?
I'm doing fine. So I saw you had a really interesting bike, and it looked a little different than the other bikes.
A little bit, yeah.
And I just wanted to find out why and why that is that it looks the way it does. And so introduce us to your bike. What is it? What brand? What year? All that good stuff.
So I'm on a 2022 Ninja Kawasaki 400. So it's kind of like a starter bike, but we beefed it up super a lot for wheelies.
Okay, so you're a stunt rider.
I am a little bit.
Okay, and do you have other bikes, or is this the one?
So I started on a Ninja 250, and then I moved up to the Ninja 400 about a year ago.
Okay, and how long you been riding total, approximately?
Total probably like 6 years. Stunt riding probably seriously the last 2 or 3 years.
Okay, and
it was kind of just a hobby at first. I was terrible at it for like the first 4 years.
But what got you into it? Like what?
So everyone in my family rides motorcycles, my dad, my brother, and stuff like that. That's kind of where I started in motorcycles, but picking the front wheel up would have a lot to do with my husband.
Oh, okay. First wheelie kind of got you. Like, ooh, this is fun.
No, he actually passed me at a stoplight on Palmer, and I was in a car. He did a wheelie right past me, and then I conveniently saw him on commenting on something on
So
the
wait a minute,
internet.
was he your husband at that time?
He was a random stranger who wheelied past me at a stoplight, and
oh, that's
that
cool.
was it. It's history ever since, pretty much.
Good,
I watched him do it. Yeah.
That's cool. So while we have you sitting on the bike, we're gonna go over some modifications, like what you've done to the bike to make it your own and to make it specific to the stunts you do. And the first thing that's right next to you here is this gas tank. How it has this kind of cutout in it.
Gas tank, and it's got a hard lip. This is gonna be like your classic way that you see gas tanks done, at least now. Previously, they used to be just hammered out, which is more of a bowl.
And why is this? Is it just so you can put your butt up there and sit up there?
Sit up here and do wheelies. You can stand up here. You can surf on top of the bike. Lots of stuff.
And you've got grippy stuff here. Okay.
Yep. It's like hydro turf.
So how much? I would assume the stock gas tank was probably like 4 gallons or something like that. So did that cut down quite a bit?
I don't know. I don't ride the streets a lot. Obviously, I have a giant sprocket on it, so that kind of limits me to slow speeds. So I don't really run into the issue of running low on gas a lot in the parking lot, but I'd imagine, I'm about to test this theory next month too, that it will run out of gas quicker. Obviously, it's a smaller space, but we cut it and tried to keep as much of it as we could in order to stop it from needing gas so quickly.
Okay, and so you've got the tank here, so you've got this is a pad, I would assume, right?
Yep, okay. So
Okay.
under here is my triple tree, and that is going to be different from your stock top triple tree. It's to hold the dirt bike bars on it, and then this is just a pad for my shins to make sure when I put a leg, you'd sit here, put your legs over, and when you come down, this helps from not getting bruised up real bad.
There's the wheelie guy right over there.
Yeah, that's the guy, the man of the hour.
So you got wider bars. Is that just so you get more? You can wrench more.
So it's more or less to prevent the arm pump. When you are on stock clip-ons, you have a real tight stance on it, and so when you're holding wheelies for a long time or you're trying to stand up on the back, it just makes it more comfortable.
Okay, so I noticed over here on the handlebars, you've got 2 levers.
Yep.
So you've got one down here and then one here. So this one is your clutch.
Yep.
And this is
rear brake. Yep.
So
they call this handbrake.
Oh, handbrake.
This is just the second rear brake up on the handlebars. So when you're doing tricks on the gas tank or on the seat, you don't have to be pushing that brake.
Okay, yeah. So when your feet aren't on the pegs, you still got both brakes at your access there.
Yep.
So you also have some bars on the side here.
Yep, I have my front cages, and then I have my sub cage, which is gonna replace the stock rear sets or passenger rear sets. And it's just super beefy. I mean, as you can see, it's real strong. And then the sub frame, which is one solid piece. This is actually custom, and this is one of the only 12 bars you can get for a Ninja 400 right now. The ones that they sell only mount from the license plate bracket, and so when you actually touch the tip of it to the ground, it bends up. And we actually have marks to prove that the design was flawed from the store, from where we got it from.
Oh, okay. And then you have this giant. You have a giant back sprocket.
Gigantic, yeah.
And what is the purpose for that?
So that's just going to give me more power coming up. It's going to really make it snap up,
like a torque.
Yeah, and keep it up. So the giant sprocket, and then my idle adjuster, which is over here next to my cage. My idle is going to pull me when I'm in the air, and the sprocket gets you up faster. So it makes it to where the bigger the sprocket, the higher the idle, the less you need on your gas. It's more just brake at that point.
So that must take a lot of practice to get used to that.
Well, and that's how Bryce is able to get up and sit on the headlight, is having such a big rear sprocket and the idle up so high, and just pulls like a train when you're up there. He can take his throttle hand off and sit on the headlight and just ding, ding, ding with the brake. Yep, it's crazy what these bikes are capable of.
So how many are you? Your friends and people that do this stunt riding, you guys hang out together and stuff. Is there a group of you?
Yes, there is a group of us. I would say between like the sport bike riders and the dirt bike riders, there are probably 40, maybe 50, but definitely far few and in between. We're all kind of really spread out, and we meet every so often. We try to meet more often than not to ride and keep it in the parking lot, but that doesn't always work.
Do you have like a Facebook group that you guys made for yourselves, or?
No, we don't have a Facebook group. We all have like our individual social medias,
individual like Instagrams and stuff like that.
Yeah, if there was somebody I would say to follow as far as like who organizes the stunt rides here in Austin, it would be Ryan with 12 o'clock. So it's 12 spelt out and then o'clock with K's. But he organizes all the big rides, all the wheelie rides, so he'd be a good person to follow.
Oh, okay. And then you have is that Instagram?
Mm-hmm.
On your helmet?
Yep.
You want me to put that on there?
Yeah, go for it.
All right, cool.
It's Handbrake Honey on Instagram.
All right, let's grab it right here. Handbrake Honey with 2 Y's.
Yeah, the 1 Y was taken.
Yeah, well, that's better than throwing numbers on the end.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, well, it was very nice to meet you. Thanks for introducing the bike. That was very cool.
Thanks for talking to me.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
You too. All right, friends, that's it for this round here over at Sonic in Round Rock. Very cool. Always a good time here. Lots of riders. I think there's probably 60 plus bikes here easily. This is seems like it's growing quite a bit. There goes some people now. Safe journeys, friends. All right, we'll see you guys next time. Later.